Your number one asset as an online business owner is your email list. Email gives you maximum profitability and flexibility while protecting you from social media's ever-changing algorithms. Email marketing can give you a 30x or higher return on investment, so you must build your list as fast as possible. And today you're going to learn 18 ways to add leads so you can drive traffic, connect with prospects, and make sales. 16 of these strategies are free. 2 will cost you money. And with each one, I will give you an effectiveness rating so you know how well it works. Not all lead generation methods are created equal, so let's dig in so you can start collecting emails as soon as possible. Number 1, put opt-in forms on your website and blog. Every page on your site should give readers the chance to join your list. This includes your about page, your contact page, and all your blog posts. The only exception is sales pages where you want people to actually buy things. On my website, 12% of readers convert into email leads. That number is high because most of my traffic is to my homepage, which converts at a very high rate. Over time, as traffic is spread more towards blog posts, I expect it to come down to more in the line of 5%. So if I build up to, say, 10,000 unique visitors a month, I'd expect 500 new email subs every month like clockwork. I give this an effectiveness rating of 9 out of 10 because people on your website because they're interested in what you do, so lead quality tends to be high. Number 2, use pop-up ads. You could argue that pop-ups fall into category number 1, but they work so well that we should talk about them specifically. I put them up front here in this video because so many people don't use them. Pop-ups have a bad name, and that's because they're not always ideal for the user experience, but they work far better than you could imagine. It's in that category of stuff your friends say is a bad idea, but which gives big results. Now, I don't recommend pop-ups that automatically appear on page load. I personally use exit intent pop-ups, which only appear when someone is about to leave a web page, or time-delayed pop-ups, where after a certain amount of time, the pop-up comes into view. This gives me a good balance between pop-up effectiveness and user friendliness. Plus, remember that obnoxious pop-ups can violate some of Google's rules, which could hurt you in search rankings in other areas. So don't go crazy with them. Effectiveness rating, 8 out of 10 because they just plain work. If you don't believe me, test them. Number 3, offer lead magnets and content upgrades. When asking for an email, you want to offer instant value. That means strong content. You can use ebooks, white papers, videos, checklists, case studies, software trials, a preview of a paid product, whatever. We call these things lead magnets because they attract leads like a magnet. Content upgrades are similar, but they're more extensions of a particular piece of content. For example, if I wrote an article about email marketing, I could offer a video as an upgrade. Effectiveness rating, 8 out of 10 because people love free stuff. Number 4, turn your homepage into an opt-in page. Your homepage is your most important piece of website real estate, so use it. I've seen homepages convert as high as 60% of visitors into email subscribers. So take your homepage, strip out everything that isn't related to acquiring an email address. You can leave up a menu, that's fine. Effectiveness rating, 9 out of 10 because you have people right where you want them. They're hot and they want to know more about you, so attack them. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, you might care about who I am. My name is Michael Comeau, and I'm a New York-based marketing consultant specializing in copywriting and email marketing. I give you simple, actionable strategies that help you make more money and build better relationships with your customers. So if you've been enjoying this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. You can also subscribe to the channel for more marketing lessons. And if by some chance a subscriber like yourself made enemies, they would become my enemies, and then they would fear you. Sorry, I just saw The Godfather. Number 5, leverage SEO. SEO is related to all the strategies I've talked about because you won't get any email opt-ins without traffic. And over the long run, SEO is a great way to generate traffic like clockwork. The downside to SEO is that creating search-friendly content is hard and time-consuming, and you have no guarantee of success. Plus, the future of SEO is very uncertain because AI is disrupting search in many, many ways. Now, on the positive side, the content you create for SEO can be repurposed into other things. The video you're watching right now was originally an article that I turned into a video script. Effectiveness rating, 7 out of 10 because it's hard work, but the payoff can be huge. Now let's talk about number 6, social media engagement. Twitter and YouTube are my primary lead gen tools. People consume my content on these platforms, then they click on links to my opt-in page. And if you want to see what that looks like and get my free email marketing course, click the link down in the video description below or go straight to michael99.com. I use special tracking links so I know where each lead comes from. Make sure you check every nook and cranny on each social platform so you can get links everywhere possible. For example, you can put a newsletter link in your YouTube channel page. You can add a subscribe button to Facebook pages. Though, does anybody still use Facebook pages? Do those still work in 2024? Another question for another time. Effectiveness rating, 7 out of 10 because it's hard work, but the payoff can be huge, just like SEO, and lead quality tends to be pretty high. Number 7, leverage split testing. You should always be A/B testing email opt-in forms and opt-in pages so you have an idea of what works. Let's say your blog post footer is turning 2% of readers into email subscribers. If you split test different messages to get that opt-in rate up to 3%, you will have 50% more opt-ins. Get to 4%, that's 100% more email opt-ins. And if you have a small list, you want to start split testing right now because the sooner you start, the sooner you get meaningful data that can boost your long-term growth. Effectiveness rating, 6 out of 10 because it can be hard to find meaningful results with split tests. Number 8, podcasts and other media appearances. Podcasts are a great way to attract new email subscribers. When a podcast host brings you onto their show, they are telling their audience that you can be trusted, so they will be very receptive to you. Fun fact, I once knew a woman who was a book agent in New York City. She told me that podcast appearances generated more sales than newspaper mentions, radio spots, and mainstream TV appearances. So podcasts are huge. That's why you should focus on them. But jump at every chance you can get for media exposure. Even if you're not getting real traffic, it's good to have names on your bio. I've been cited by the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Forbes, etc., and trust me, it's a real authority builder. And make sure you have a really simple URL so people can remember it and type it easily. And it helps to personalize when you can. For example, if I ended up on Tim Ferriss's podcast, I tell people I have something just for you, and I would create it from scratch if I had to. And also, don't forget, links from high authority websites and media outlets offer big SEO benefits. Effectiveness rating, 9 out of 10 because you're piggybacking off a trusted audience. Number 9, guest blogging. When I ran a photography website, I used guest blogging to build my email list, and it was super effective. I'd write in-depth articles with a link to join my photography newsletter at the end. Worked like a charm, and I could get 25 to 100 people on my list with every guest post. For my current site, I did a guest blog post for the email service provider Beehive to get exposure to my target audience. Guest blogging is the most underrated list building method in this video. Remember, you can take this way beyond guest blogging. You can write articles for someone else's email newsletter, which is an ideal way to find people who appreciate email newsletters. Effectiveness rating, 10 out of 10, because you can get in front of large captive audiences and you can often repurpose content you've already published. Number 10, co-host webinars and other online events with partners. Co-hosting webinars or other events is a great way to get your email list in front of a new audience. Find 1 to 2 partners with similar size audiences and start collaborating on webinars and other events. You don't have to make money, just combine your audiences so you can grow together. And post the video replay to YouTube and other spaces to keep leads flowing in after the event. Effectiveness rating, 7 out of 10 because you're dealing with semi-cold prospects and you might not have a lot of volume if you're early in your growth phase. Number 11, cross-promote other email lists. Have a friend with a similar sized email list, then promote each other. You promote hers, she promotes yours. This is a great way to spread some love around while you grow together. Recommendations from a trusted source carry a lot of weight and help you build authority. And if you don't have the same size list, just adjust. If you have 500, she has 1,000, you just do a 2-for-1. Easy. Don't overthink it. Effectiveness rating, 7 out of 10 because you're dealing with semi-cold prospects from your partner, just like number 10 on this list. Number 12, hold contests and giveaways. Contests and giveaways can be a great way to build your list fast because everyone likes to win stuff. But you have to be careful because you might stuff your list with low quality leads. For example, my website is about email marketing and copywriting. If I hold a contest where I give away a free iPad, I end up with a bunch of people that just want an iPad. They wouldn't engage with my content and they would be a drag on my email deliverability. By the way, if you want to learn more about email deliverability, let me know in the comments below and I'll put something together for you. So if you do have a contest or a sweepstakes or giveaway, whatever it is, do 2 things. First, give away something in your product line or even a coaching call, not a mass market item like a PlayStation. Also, make sure you clean your list to remove unengaged prospects. Effectiveness rating, 5 out of 10 because a lot of times you're dealing with low quality email leads. Number 13, Referral programs. Email newsletter platforms like Beehive, ConvertKit, SparkLoop, Viral Loops, they help you build referral programs to grow your list. You can also do this informally. You could write a message to your email list that's something like, can you do me a favor? I want to build this community as big as possible. I was hoping you could share michael99.com with your friends. It would really help me out. You wouldn't be able to do any kind of tracking with something like this, but it works great if you have an engaged audience. If you're putting out great content, your fans will jump to give you a hand. Effectiveness rating, 6 out of 10, because you need a large list to make this work, and the lead quality can be a little iffy. Number 14, in-person networking, something nobody ever talks about. If you attend networking events or conferences, you may meet people that are a good fit for your list. Asking someone, want to join my email list, might be awkward in some situations, but if you're running something like a desk at a trade show, you should collect as many emails as possible. I'd even encourage people to click on double opt-in confirmation emails right on the spot. And oh yeah, make sure your business card has a link to your website. Effectiveness rating, 6 out of 10, because the lead quality is generally high, but the process of asking can be a little awkward. Number 15, use retail space to generate opt-ins. If you run any kind of retail business, your space should have a dedicated call to action to join your email list. You could even go old school with a clipboard and a piece of paper. You just have to manually enter each email into your system yourself. Or you could have a simple sign with a QR code that says point your phone camera here for a 10% off coupon. And yes, most people don't know how QR codes work. Drives me crazy that there's no instructions. You could even have a dedicated iPad, just lock it down so no one steals it. Another option, give free coffee to people who enter their email. You could pay something like 25 or 50 cents a lead, which is way cheaper than any ad platform. Effectiveness rating, 7 out of 10, because you're dealing with high quality prospects, though there might not be a lot of them. Number 16, your email signature. This might seem obvious, but your email signature should have a link to your homepage, which of course should have an opt-in form of some kind. This won't be super effective, but it takes no effort, and it's good to show you have a website. So just set it up now and forget about it. Effectiveness rating, we'll give it like a 3 out of 10 because so few people will click on it. Number 17, paid ads. You can buy traffic on platforms like Facebook, Google, YouTube, etc., etc. This gets expensive fast, so you must know how you're going to convert these new email subscribers into revenue. So I'd only consider paid ads if you have a ready-made funnel and a plan to make money, or if you simply need to build a list at all costs right now. Effectiveness rating could be anywhere from 0 to 10 to 10 out of 10, depending on the strength of your ads and funnel. If you can break even on your ad costs, you're at like a 9 out of 10 right out of the gate. Number 18, buy other people's email lists and websites. You'd be surprised at how many people want to sell their email lists and websites. You can come in, take over the list, run it your way. And if you find a list with strong engagement but low profitability, you are striking gold. The owner will likely sell cheap and you profit big time once you improve the monetization. And in many cases, you get a website along with the email list, which means you have a whole big pile of content you can use. Effectiveness rating, this could be a 10 out of 10 if you're a good negotiator and you know how to analyze email and web traffic. But like paid ads, it can be a 0 out of 10 if things don't go your way. By now, you should be swimming in ideas for building your email list so you can drive sales and traffic. So let me know in the comments, which of these methods are you using and which one do you want to try next? And if you want to learn even more about email marketing, click the link down in the video description for my free course. And again, I hope you subscribe to this channel for more marketing lessons. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. All right. That was a little awkward, but I think it was better than my last video. So again, thank you. See you later.